वेलकम बैक हीरोज़ एंड हीरोइंस। आप लोग देख रहे हैं पोकेमॉन रिबॉर्न का एपिसोड नंबर 43। तो आपने पिछले एपिसोड में देखा कि हमने डिक्टो आर्सियस से लड़ाई करी थी एंड एल की जो मेलिशियस स्कीम थी उससे निपटे थे हम लोग। एंड हमने रैडोमस का साइड लिया था भरोसा करके, होपफुली भरोसा ना तोड़े। और अब हम जा रहे हैं देखने के लिए कि एड्रियन जो है, जो निकला था, वो अपने जिम गया है शायद। कह रहा था कि उसका जिम है, तो वही हम लोग देखने जा रहे हैं क्या है। अभी हम शुरू कर रहे हैं। नीचे गए, कोरल वार्ड की तरफ। Cardiff, we are now accepting bets on if Z goes off the deep end. So this whole place belong to Adrian, huh? This is going to be difficult. This is a joke, right? No, too elaborate to be a joke. I must be dreaming. Were this but a dream, it would be all the easier. Alas, it's not. I feel sick. Steal your nerves for a moment and answer me this. This building has been this way for a long time, yet you are in shock. How is this? When I left this morning, it was perfectly fine. None of this whole city. It's wrong, as I thought. Then allow me to tell you what I know about this gym. When the city was repopulated after the blackouts and earthquakes, several buildings were designated to remain untouched. In general, these were historically significant facilities that their legacy might be preserved. The gym was one such building. Blackouts, earthquakes, this is all unheard of to you, yes? I'm really confused, understandably. Then allow me to clarify another thing. A moment ago you said this morning that this gym was normal to you. Earlier you said you arrived at the ruin around an hour before us. Do I recall correctly? Yes, but I'm afraid I hardly follow. To put it simply, based on your description of this city and your memory of what happened, I believe there's only one conclusion that can be reached. You have been frozen in time. Acha? Oh, what? When you fell down to the ruin, as you said, how did you get there? I was checking something out in the mechanical hall behind the grand gates. Someone reported that there was some kind of light shining through the floor, so I dismantled part of it and crawled down there. When I lost my footing, I fell underground. Following a natural turn, I eventually came out to that place. When you said you were in the grand gates, does that seem you mean you accessed them as normal from the grand stairway? Yes, why? Then that confirms it. The gate have been inoperational for years. More than a decade ago, they suddenly ceased function. I don't remember anything like that. Of course not. You were inside the ruin that whole entire time. If we are to believe what El told us about that being the site of Arceus' birth, there is no telling what kind of energy afflicts that place. It is possible the energy of the meteor concealed inside the ruin warped the flow of time and gates function with it. Then shouldn't you all have been stuck with me too? A valid concern, however, we have something you did not. The keys, ruby ring and amethyst pendant. Perhaps their presence and the energy they appear connected to the ruin was enough to unlock you from the spell of the frozen time. So I was underground for who knows how long and I have no idea. To me it just seemed like an hour. यार ये मेरे को उसका लग रहा है एंट मैन वाला जो एंड गेम में नहीं होता, अवेंजर्स एंड गेम में उसको 5 घंटे लगे थे और जबकि 5 साल बीत गए थे क्वांटम रियल में। वाह, ऐसा ही लग रहा है मेरे को ये। That's a bad feeling. What are you going to do now? Well, I can't just leave this place like this. You're gonna try to fix your gym? You got a work cut out for you. No, not the gym. I mean the whole city. You intend to fix the whole city? I intend to do what I can. This is wrong. This is not Reborn. If someone like me can do something, anything to bring it just a little bit closer to the way it should be, then that's worth doing. Is there someone in charge that I can speak to? Well, Amy is usually around the grand hall at the city center. I can't imagine that's moved far. You have my thanks for getting me out of there, and too if that is indeed what happened. Good luck fixing the city. Maybe you will will want to stop time again to do that. Ha, maybe so. Wouldn't that be nice? I'll see you around, perhaps in a slightly brighter future. Well, that turned out to be an ordeal. Yep, and this will make a nice juicy news story too. Before that, Gardevoir, I'll be needing you. These two still have gym battles to do after all. Oh, well, if that's how it is, we will be waiting back at the castle. Indeed, I will see you shortly. Hey Ram, do you want to walk with us back to the castle right away? Yes. Alrighty, let's go all together. अभी हम आगे कैसल में और यहाँ पे हमारा जिम बैच होगा. सेव कर लिया गेम. Gardevoir, you are back. Luna आ गए. But of course, my dear. Oh, how I missed you. Now don't you go off disappearing like this again, please. Pish posh. What's a girl without a little excitement in her life, Besides, I had my Galid in shiny armor come all the way down to rescue me. There was hardly much rescuing involved, but indeed, the pursuer crisis have been averted. Oh, Master, you're so wonderful. I'm pleased to be in service to you. Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm but a humble Galid. Speaking of which, why don't you keep changing to all these silly hats? You wound me. There's nothing silly about them. But to answer your question, why not? Oh, अपने outfit में आ गया ये. I simply choose the right hat for the right job. Isn't that sensible? I'm afraid the peasantry knows nothing of my master's divine taste in fashion. I find them most amusing, don't you think so? Yes, well, speaking of non-sequestered transitions, I have somebody to introduce you all. If you would be so kind to step aside, Ram. Please enter. That's Elliot. I would like to introduce them. Meet the estate's newest butler, Elias. ये Elias भाई L तो नहीं इसको hypnotize कर दिया था. I'm pleased, sir. Do let me know if there is anything I may do to make your stay with us more comfortable. Why? Dear Lena, you look as if you've seen a ghost. It's not a ghost she has seen. It's her father. I'm confused by her words. Master is my father, none other. Indeed, it is a strange thing to accuse our new attendant of. Elias, do tell. Is this girl your daughter? She is not. And as she claims to be her parent, as she claims me to be her parent, I believe that this issue can be laid to rest. I wish to leave. I beg your pardon. Luna, darling, come back. Oh dear. Have I offended? Though no fault of your own, surely. Pay it no mind. I understand that you have procured a certain rare object. Will you please give it to me? Yes, my lord. I believe this is the object to which you refer. Elias handed over the amethyst pendant. Understood, my lord. Andar gaya wo. That's Anna's pendant. Ellie took it before. Yes, you did say something to that effect. I meant to ask you, Ram, exactly how did you come by this object? Of course, I should know better than to ask a question to a player character with no dialogue. So perhaps your friend will tell me. ये लोग fourth wall break करते रहते हैं. Wait, what did you say? Will you tell me where this came from? It belongs to a friend of ours and she will be wanting that relic, Such a precious thing to lose. Believe me, none could understand better than I. But in understanding it is with all my greatest sympathy that I will refuse to return it to you. For just this once, I implore you to acquiesce to me on faith alone. I will keep this object and you will not find your trust abused. Now on to lighter matters. I believe we have a gym battle to get underway, do we not? We will find the door to the challenge hall open. Best of luck to you. I am beginning to doubt if siding with him was really the right thing to do. He acts so strange and he's just off Anna's pendant like that. And the fact that Elias had it doesn't that mean that he was. This is weird. I'm really kind of not comfortable with this. And normally comfortable. I'm normally comfortable with a lot of things most people aren't comfortable with. जोक मारता है. और ये सेव कर लिया. यहाँ पे क्या है? Locked. We are Gardevoir. We are here at the Van Halen Castle gym leader with the challenger Ram, endeavoring to earn their 8th official Reborn League badge. Will he fly or will he fall? We'll find out soon, but the gym battle alone is not only a trial that awaits our eager hero. Master, would you do the honors? Naturally, allow me to explain. As you may have heard, Master is the world-renowned master of chess. Was I not going to do the honor? Sorry Master, the floor is yours. And speaking of the floor, you will notice that it is arranged like a chess board. Now of course it would be odd to unfair for me to ask you to face off me against in such a game. Fear not, I will not be so unscrupulous. Here indeed is your task. Obeying the normal rules of each chess piece, arrange your piece in such a way that I am placed in checkmate. These are the new restrictions on each of us. I may not move my pieces, however you may not capture them. All the pieces are still considered to attack the normal territory. In other words, you have infinite number of turns to find the solution to checkmate, with my pieces locked into their present positions. When you think you have found a solution, please come access that would bring me to check. Finally, you have any questions regarding the normal rules of pieces or play, my butler will address them in the room on the left. Best of luck to you. Ram, aim बोल रही है. You are challenging RADOMUS. RADOMUS is a double leader whose strategy focuses around trick room. His team is bulky and hits hard, and if he sets up, then it is going to be rough going. But if you can stop him from using trick room, then he might as well be a sitting duck. Keep in mind, in order to order your party can also affect battles in his arena. Your last Pokemon will always be queen and your leads will always be pawns. The rest depends on their stats, so plan carefully around who you want to take which role, since each one gets different effects. MM Knights are the best pieces to deal with the Rug Queen. Good luck. सही है. अच्छा ये pieces हैं. Pawn नहीं. If you have any questions, I will be happy to address them to my full ability. Nothing. Psychic memory. अच्छा ये किंग है और बिशप है ये. रुक नाइट क्वीन किंग. अच्छा एक तो पहले टीम चेंज करनी पड़ेगी अपनी. डिपॉजिट करना पड़ेगा. विड्रॉ करना पड़ेगा. ड्रेपियन और ये बक्सिंगटन अपना एक्सकेलेवियर क्या नाम है. हाँ एस्केवलियर. यहाँ पे स्विच करते हैं. यहाँ पे ठीक है, टीम अपने सही है. और अब कर रहे हैं पीस को अरेंज. यहाँ 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 पे यहाँ पे ऊपर 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 ऊपर. अब चेक कराते हैं. Are you quite through? Shall we check the board? Very well. Indeed, that would be a checkmate. Very good. However, there is one more try for this room. In normal chess game, one is only to counter the king for the game to be over. Also, this is not a normal chess game. Our king will fight back. I will leave you to that one. I will be waiting at the end. See you soon, Ram. Chalo. Observe how the soul warrior on the board. Her lady. My pose a fine fight yet. Aaja. Psychic parsley. इसको मारता हूँ मैं. फेल स्टिंगर. राइचू. थंडरबोल्ट. Okay. The queen is the strongest piece. Never forget. Onward, young king. हील कर ले. सेव कर लिया. ठीक है. और अब हम जा रहे हैं आगे. Hey Ram, they let me up here for this one. Figured I would get bored waiting out there. Haha. Anyway, I'm not great at chess, but I'll bet you can figure this one out, huh? Right? चलो देखते हैं क्या सॉल्यूशन है इसका. चलो ऐसा है, इधर है. इसको हटाना पड़ेगा पहले। ऊपर हो। ऊपर ऊपर ऊपर। ऊपर हो। ऊपर। नीचे हो जा, नीचे हो जा, नीचे नीचे नीचे। हो जा नीचे। फाइनली। अब देखते हैं क्या पोजीशन है। अब इसको किसका आना है? हाँ यही है पोजीशन। यहाँ से कट जाएगा, यहाँ से इसको चेक मिलेगा, ये इधर भागेगा तो यहाँ से क्रॉस होगा, ठीक है। और ये अपना यहाँ पे जो बिशप है ये देख रहा है कैसे होगा। देखते हैं। Hey, done already? Okay, well, I think that is a great job now, and that is my cue to move forward to. See you again soon. ओह, आ जाओ भैया, तुमसे भी लड़ लेते हैं। We are but mere pawns, yet you may find our defensive line more sturdy than you can expect. आजा। New stick. Fell stinger. गया। नहीं ठीक है। Fell stinger. न्यू स्टिक है, फीमेल ऐसी होती है। ले भैया का फेल स्टिक गया। The Pokemon out at the start always spawns, remember that. Great job. The अच्छा ठीक है, हील कर ले। ठीक है, हील हो गई टीम अपने। सेव कर ले। और ये गए आगे। हाउ डू यू डू चैलेंजर? आई एम डूइंग गुड। I will be your attendant for this match, so please inform me if there is any way in which I may be of service. It is with some remorse that I must admit I am barred from divulging the solution to this puzzle, but I will offer what clues I may. One says here, infinite potential will be a guiding force. Please begin. वाह, बहुत अच्छा क्लू दिया है। अच्छा, ये ब्लैक का ये है। अच्छा। हम्म, अच्छा, ये सारे कौन हैं? राजा यहाँ पे है, रानी यहाँ पे है, रानी। अच्छा। हम्म, पहले इसको निकालते हैं। हम्म, अच्छा। हम्म, यहाँ पे गए, यहाँ पे एक बार पहले यहाँ पे कर लेते हैं, चेक तो मिल जाएगा। Examine करो, of course. Oh my god, it is you found a safe spot to attack the king from. Yet all he needs to do is preserve himself a slightly step aside. So there must be some way you can reach that space too. Remember what I said about infinite potential. अच्छा, अभी नहीं हुआ है। ठीक है, कोई नहीं। अच्छा, ये है ना? हाँ, इसको रुका एक बार। अगर अगर यहाँ पे ये है और अगर यहाँ पे रखते हैं या यहाँ पे या कहीं पे, इसको नाइट करते हैं। हाँ, चल आजा तू। यहाँ पे गए, यहाँ पे गए, यहाँ पे गए, यहाँ पे गए। इसको देखते हैं क्या सॉल्यूशन आता है। ये यहाँ से कवर हो गया, यहाँ से और यहाँ से। होपफुली रानी ना मारते। अच्छा, ये ठीक है, कवर क्या हुआ है। एक बार देखते हैं क्या बोलते हैं। Of course, oh, lovely. It seems you have done it. Do you now understand that what I was referring to when I mentioned infinite potential? When one can look past what is presenting to them, one finds new world abounding with possibility. Indeed, it is our reliance on what we can see that makes us truly blind. This is just one of many reasons that I prefer to linger in the eternity of darkness. It is a nirvana. Nonetheless, I trust I will meet you in the darkness soon. For now, master awaits. Goodbye. अच्छा जी, ये मैडम आ गई हैं। यार मेरे को चेस की याद है कि मैं अपने स्कूल टाइम पे खेलता था 6th 7th 8th में यार। Tempts the way open if your might rivals a king's, but be aware the king always thinks one step ahead. आजा। बेल्डम, स्टील साइकिक, लेफल स्टिंगर का। तेरे लिए मेरा ब्लेजी के नहीं काम करेगा। ले ब्लेज किक गया। बेल्डम ले, फिर खा ब्लेजी किक। मैं टैंक। ये तीनों रूप हैं इसके पास। गया। Kings take priority before everyone else, or the game would already be over. The king will be the frailest Pokemon on the team, or the one holding a king's rock. Queens and pawns will be decided first, though. A ruler is nothing without his people. But proceed. The zenith is not far now. चलो यार, होपफुली यार मज़ा आ रहा है इन पजल्स को सॉल्व करके। हील कर लें अपनी टीम को पहले। चलो ठीक है यार, 1 2 और 3 सेव कर लिया। And so our challenger has made it this far. But can he surmount the final trial? We'll find out now. अच्छा, ये सेटअप इसका ऐसा है। अच्छा, ये राजा है, ये रानी है, और यहाँ पे ये है। यहाँ से उसको यहाँ पे गए, इसको भी ले जाना पड़ेगा थोड़ा आगे। यहाँ पे ठीक है, यहाँ पे हो गया। और सोचना पड़ेगा कौन सा पीस आगे, और इसको कर दिया बिशप। चलो सेव कर लो पहले। इधर से इधर से चल चल। हाँ ठीक है, वो चेक कर लें कहीं पे और तो नहीं है। Well, has our hero finished the final try so soon? Oh, it looks like we're in an illegal move. Your king is wide open to an enemy attack. You have moved. Your king is wide open to an enemy attack. In other words, you have moved into check. That one you have to fix. अच्छा, ये राजा इनका यहाँ पे है और ये अच्छा फिक्स करना पड़ेगा। करो अब करो तुम। Well, has our hero finished the final? Oh, well, what a pity. It seems we've solved it. Anyway, I will be seeing you again soon. But I mean, my master is the most intelligent, handsome, and cunning, and elegant and charming man in the world. Do you really think you can beat him? Stay tuned to find out. ये तो रिपोर्टिंग कर रही है, जैसे टीवी पे देखते हैं। ये आगे जनाब। फॉर each piece beside the king, queen and the pawn they become rook, knight और bishop based on their highest stat. आजा। 6 पोकेमॉन अननोन है। और ये हमारा नाइट स्लैश। क्रंच। वॉव इफेक्ट। स्विच करो। एक्सेसर। ओहो। गया। सुबह। राइचू राइचू। थंडरबोल्ट। गया। बी हैम। ब्लेज़िकन। ब्लेस्टिक। गया। अननोन ने दूसरा अननोन है। गया। अननोन। Blessed. One man falls to an enemy after me, so that is all is left is dust. वो dust be with you, guide the way. पहले अपनी टीम को हील कराएंगे। ठीक है। गिव। इसको देते हैं एक डार्क जेम। इसको देते हैं बग जेम। इसको देते हैं इलेक्ट्रिक जेम। ये आपको शॉप पे मिल जाएगा। ऑब्सिडियन वो जो है मॉल जो है स्टोर है वैसा ही, और ख़रीद सकते हैं आप। 3 4 सेव कर लो। और ये आ गए हम लोग फाइनल रूम में। वेल met Ram. Voila. I believe there's no other cause for a do. Are you ready? Yes. Go Ram, beat his butt. Aha, as if anyone could beat my master. No, there's no need for such an attitude, Gardevoir. Please pay no mind to Gardevoir's capriciousness. She can hardly help it. Moreover, I wish you both of you good luck. The battle shall be a 6-on-6 doubles battle. Either trainer will be brought to make substitutions. The battle ends when all of either trainer's Pokemon have been knocked out. The tactics and art of Pokemon can be said to be not unlike those of the game of chess. The archaic mechanics and strategies are seldom considered by the average trainer. One must rise above such mediocrity in order to succeed. However, unlike chess, there are certain aspects that can be betrayed. Indeed, I believe it's high time for the black to make the first move. Begin. आजा। ये हमारा 8th जिम बैटल रैडोमस से। मालामार और यूनिक्लेस। मालामार तो है डार्क साइकिक। इसको हमारा फेल स्टिंगर और इसको हमारा एक्सेसर। थ्रोट चॉप डार्क है तो इतना असर नहीं करता। क्या लीड। फेल स्टिंगर इसको मारो और इसको मारा। हाँ, फायर पंच। फेल स्टिंगर इस पे और मुंडास इस पे। गया। मालामार हट गया। बहुत सही, बहुत सही। मेटाग्रॉस। ओए गार्डेवियोर है इसके पास, वही वाला है। ले तू क्रॉस पोकेमॉन का फेरी है ना। सिल्वियन के लिए नहीं, मेटाग्रॉस के लिए स्पैम्पर्ट काफ़ी है। उतना असर नहीं करेगा। स्टील टाइप का अटैक क्या है वो। स्लो किंग। पहले तो नाइट स्लैश मारो इसको और इसको मारो मट बॉम्ब। वो गया, ले रहा है, चू करेगा अब। वेल वेल, आई एम इम्प्रेस्ड। और ये रॉक स्लाइड, नास्टी प्लॉट, हरा दिया, एंड दैट्स चेकमेट। The end game is ever paining, but this is a battle worthy of its victory, as you are now worthy of the Millennium Badge. Millennium Badge मिल गया हमको. That granted, and Pokemon up to level 65 will obey you without question. And for our winner, one more special prize. Trick Room का TM मिल गया. A move like that hardly needs explaining, correct? Congrats, Ram. Agreed, there was a lovely performance. You did admirably, Gardevoir. And of course, you as well, Ram. I look forward to engaging you myself. ये भी कोई जिम लीडर लगता है होगी, लूना. Oh dear Luna, will you be facing Ram here or in the valley? Oh, I much prefer the latter, if I may be so. If you don't know Ram, I am too am a gym leader of Reborn, but the stones and shadows of the rabbit hole we call Iola Valley makes such an excellent black ground for a battle. Black ground? अच्छा, ये डार्क टाइप लगता है मेरे को, कि ब्लैक से लगता है कि घोस्ट वो था, शेड उससे लड़ चुके हैं. After all, we're better than the valley of the shadow of the dead to stage a challenge upon the most beautiful type, darkness. Was that one planned? I would think not. No. At least it was certainly nothing I did. Perhaps something has happened to our power. Let us quit this place for now. Ever feared, you kaun aa gaya? And ever misunderstood, in darkness did I come, and thus darkness, so I leave. Well, just you and me now, Ram. Alone, in the dark. Do you feel the moment? I'm just kidding with you. See you on the flip side. ये क्या हो रहा है? हील कर लो. नीचे इधर कुछ है. Well met, young master. Please follow me. I've already secured an escape route from our assailants. This way swiftly. एलियस पर ट्रस्ट नहीं है. Got him. Meteor भी आ गई. Team Meteor भी. As they say, checkmate. But surely you're not surprised. Of course, I wouldn't have not remained under that fine spell for so long. I'm sure he counted on as much. He hypnotized me and paid me act his butler firstly out of spite, and secondly to illustrate a point. If it wears off me so quickly, how then could my daughter be still taken in? It's a compelling argument. Clearly she is of her own mind, and yet she defies me. His miscalculation was such a revelation that might deter my efforts. On the contrary, it has made clear that it is now more than ever necessary to extricate her. Of course, I will suffer none to stand in my way. Though it is hardly only my way you have been now, is it? Solaris has told me all I need to know about you, your impudent meddling with Team Meteor. I shall not permit you to interfere with their divine purpose. Eradicate the unclean city, restore the ruin below it to greatness. To all those who thought that divine judgment shall need a king. Kane आ गया बचाने के लिए. Ram, they caught Luna. It was that Harlequin again, Ace. They should have captured you as well. Yeah, well, I didn't go down without a fight, or at least some sweet talk first. Your lecherous implications only condemn you further. Do you believe that even two of you together can best me? Wanna find out? Do not mistake my little experiment of drawing out Lord Arceus' power as the limit of my own ability. Your ability doesn't matter right now. I know what I'm gonna do. Cause I know that Ram's team was all messed up from that gym battle. That's why you waited to act until now, right? So I'll fight you myself. Ram surprised me a long time ago, so even if I lose, it doesn't matter. So you go on, Ram. I will hold him up while you get out of here. Rescuing Luna is up to you now, okay? How noble a sacrifice. You know who I am, don't you? Yep, I realized it after I heard your real name. You're one of the Elite Four. Elite Four है बंदा यार. Then you will understand there will be no sweet talk. You will bow before the Lord. तो guys, अब ये यहाँ पे एपिसोड ख़त्म करता हूँ मैं. एंड अब हम नेक्स्ट एपिसोड में मिलते हैं. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग. पीस.